Yo, people, man, Njies in the building and that, bruv. Now, it might take me a while, but when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm going to do it, man. Shout out to my boy Eric and that, man, long time viewer of the channel, and he wanted me to react to this. It's a whole EP, which I'm guessing is called Pharaoh High or whatever, Lupe Fiasco, and this track's called In, and we're about to dive in. You get me with the first track and that, man. So let's get into it. Let's see what I go on. I'm not going to react to the whole EP in like one video, but I will react to all of the tracks on the EP. I got more time on my hands now, so yeah, we're back, man. Real movie settings, man. Yo, people don't do this enough, man, in the modern day, bro. When you hear an album, most albums are basically playlists now, bro. Most albums are basically playlists. So when you have a EP or a mixtape or an album that starts like this and that, with little storytelling and that, with little sound effects and that, fam, set the scene and that, you get what I'm trying to say? A audible play, man, like chat to them.
I was born in a small village.
Pharaoh.
I was still a child when we were raided by soldiers. Foreign soldiers. Torn from my elders, I was made to speak their language. With each new post, my masters changed, along with the words they made me speak. With each change, I changed too. My thoughts, personality, how I saw right and wrong. Words can kill.
Pharaoh.
Time and
But I didn't even want to stop it on that, bro. But that's a fact, fam. Words can definitely kill. I always say and think that, bro, words is a superpower, fam. If you know the right sentence and the right words to put together, bro, you can make any human being on earth do absolutely anything you want. And that, as long as you know the right thing to say to that person and know that person's pressure points and that, fam, say the right thing, you can make anyone do anything, man. That's how powerful words are.
Words
for real.
Can kill.
Pharaoh.
time and again, the country was ruled by a foreign tongue. When he was a young boy, he lost his native language, the bedrock for any developing child. His country, his family, his face, his identity, everything was stolen from him.
Meet me on the corner, I'll be waiting on you. 1,000 years of better right into forever. Fire on my feathers, fall from out of heaven. Fight without a weapon, life without a lesson. Lost, I'm my own boss, pay my own costs, fit my own goals, set my own hopes. Tired of all of this, wish I had a switch, one kiss, then you cut me off.
Pharaoh.
Knowledge is the power, college is for cowards. Hollering for hours, swallowing the sour.
Knowledge is the power, college is for cowards. And technically I did go the college route because I went to sixth form, and sixth form and college is basically the same thing or whatever, but I was never really a academic person or whatever. Like the school environment, how they learned or whatever, that was just never me. I was never the book smarts in the classroom learn like this. I'm more of a hands-on deck type of person, you know what I mean? So I'm happy to hear that line right there. College is for cowards, you get me? And school is just a weird one as well, man. I don't really think it definitely can help you progress, but I feel like it doesn't prove anything, man. It doesn't prove anything because, for example, let's say the top guys in my high school or whatever, the top guys that were in the top set, if you were taken out into the real world and that, fam, you get me? I feel like I would have been more equipped than them, even though technically in this school environment, you're technically a bit more advanced than me, but in the real world now, the pages are flipped and that, fam. And I always found it a weird one with book smarts and being the top this and that in school, because you have the person that's book smart and then you actually have the person that just has like a good memory, and all in all, them two type of people right there, bruv, can literally have the exact same result when it's all said and done type of thing, you get me? So I feel like it doesn't really prove anything, whereas you go onto the actual field now where it comes to actually putting your hands to use and all of that type of stuff and that, fam, there's no real way you can cheat it basically, fam, you get me? So I definitely appreciate book smarts and people that are book smart and that, fam, but I just don't believe in making that the end all and be all and that, fam. You get what I'm trying to say, of your whole livelihood and that, fam.
I had a switch, one kiss, then you cut me off.
Pharaoh.
Knowledge is the power, college is for cowards. Hollering for hours, swallowing the sour skin, stuck around the rims, peeking in on the life so sway. The other side made it, why don't wait?
Since ancient times, every civilization's ruler has had the same idea. When people unite under one will, they become stronger than the sum of their parts. And what do rulers use to bring people together? Language.
This world will become one. I have found
Okay.
a way. Race, tribal affiliations, national borders, even our faces will be irrelevant. The world that the boss envisioned will finally become a reality, and it will make mankind whole.
Found a friend in the words and my words, and it works. Take away the pain, take away the hurt, make a way to make a change, make it sane. Especially plan on staying on this earth. Low to the lows, high to the heights, eyes to the sky, strive to revive, dying to survive. Pool full of cries, but it's cool, I'm still alive.
That's
And
a
every
fact,
breath is every.
Appreciate that. And what I like as well in that, fam, is that he's not giving you like a thought in that, bro. Within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines, he's giving you a thought per line, bro. I like when people rap like that because you cover so much more ground or whatever. You get me? So it's like what you're covering in however many steps, he's just covering in 2. You get me? I like that right there, man. But that's a fact in that, fam. No matter what's going on, no matter what type of turmoil it is in that, bro, as long as you're alive and that, and the fact that you're alive, you can go again, man. You get me? And that's a fact, bro. Language is literally everything. And even at the start or whatever, when he was saying that now he doesn't even speak his own mother tongue or whatever, and what they say, that's the bedrock to basically a person's livelihood and that, bro. That's such a fact, man. And even, I won't say it scares me or whatever, but obviously I have the Gambia channel and I obviously speak one of the Gambian languages as well and that, fam. You get me? But it's definitely deteriorated over the years because obviously I'm half Gambian, half Jamaican. And when I'm in the UK, I'm basically not with my Gambian family. So for however many, or a decade, should I say, I'm not really speaking my language enough in that, fam, to where I can see it definitely be worse than it was in however many years ago. You get me? So yeah, it's not as scary in that, fam, but it's definitely something that you got to watch out for in that, man. Because I always say, no matter where you're from, embrace your person, embrace your culture, embrace your family, embrace where you're from and that. You get
And it works, take away the pain, take away the hurt, make a way to make a change, make it sane. Especially plan on staying on this earth. Low to the lows, high to the heights, eyes to the sky, strive to revive, dying to survive. Pool full of cries, but it's cool, I'm still alive. And every breath is every left soul, and the family never kept whole. In the slum on the quest to be the best at level, I'm still alive. And every breath is every left soul, and the family never kept whole. In the slum on the quest to be the best at being less.
the breath, the soul, and that, bro. Breath leaves your body and them thing there, bro. But then obviously talking about I like his little connection.
And every breath is every left soul, and the family never kept whole. In the
and then the family never kept whole in that, but while talking about the breath leaving the soul, like
I'm on a quest to be the best at being less. Never let go, the best road to the next level. And it seems what it means to do the right things, not to be a good king, but the best devil.
Pharaoh.
So it's horns for the crowns, torn from the ground, roast by the roots, stone from the roofs. On parade days, look at them rain down.
no, he's talking. He's talking.
Let go, the best road to the next level. And it seems what it means to do the right things, not to be a good king, but the best devil.
Pharaoh.
Crazy to me in that, man. Because no matter the ruler in that fam, even like with Mansa Musa in that fam, you get what I'm trying to say, and how kind of like black people and that, bro, hold him to such a high regard. Then you have the other people saying, okay, but let's look at the way that he earned his wealth and all of that type of stuff in that fam. Like, there's no great ruler in that fam that would kind of have to, I feel like, even bend the all morals and principles to an extent in that fam for the greater good of the people in that fam. You get me? Because I feel like when you rule said thing for however many years, whether you're a good person or a bad person in that fam, when you're ruling over so many people, you're never going to be able to constantly make a decision that's going to benefit everyone, bro. There's going to be a crossroad in that fam. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's just interesting to see how kind of like different people with different traits and that kind of navigate it, whether it's now, whether it's then, whether it's president, whether it's king, whether it's like an alcalo, which an alcalo is like, you might have like a little city or town or whatever, and then there's like a head honcho of that place. That's kind of still common till this day in places like Gambia and other African countries as well. You get me?
So it's horns for the crowns, torn from the ground, roast by the roots, stone from the roofs. On parade days, look at them rain down. Oh.
Pharaoh.
So it's horns for the crowns, torn from the ground, roast by the roots, stone from the roofs. On parade days, look at them rain down. I was brought here a slave, but I leave here a pharaoh.
America is a
I was brought here a slave, but leave here a pharaoh. You make your own fate. You make your own destiny.
America is a country of liberty, a meeting of immigrants. Instead of simply assimilating, its citizens live alongside.
Bruh, even to the point of the people that actually feel like they own the flipping land, the immigrants themselves, and that I'm crazy to me.
Instead of simply assimilating, its citizens live alongside others. So the major sought a system that used information, words, to control the subconscious.
That's it, man. That's literally what I'm talking about as well. Like I said earlier, bro. You say the right things and you can make human beings do absolutely anything and that, fam. You see, when it comes to like fear and ruling from violence and that, it only can go said amount of way. There's gonna be a point in that, fam. You get me? Where, because think about it, fam. Think about every single country and that, bro, and think of the people that rule them. The people that rule the country are only like what 1%, 0.5% and that, fam. So you can imagine if the population rised up on a violent thing and that, fam. You get what I'm trying to say? Calm, there'll be casualties on both sides. Obviously, the people that rule obviously have an army, all of that type of stuff at their disposal as well and that, fam. You get me? But there's going to be casualties on both sides, but that can only go to a certain length and that, bro. So that's when you have to use media and language, or when politicians are good with words and all of that type of stuff, because that's how you keep everyone cool and that, fam. You get me? Use words to manipulate and kind of, what do you call it, blindside people and that, fam. You get what I'm trying to say? And like, oh yeah, concentrate on this, not on that type of thing. You get me? So yeah,
to control
language,
the subconscious.
In his eyes, the greatest symbiotic parasite the world's ever known isn't microbial. It's linguistic. Words are what keeps civilization.
You see what I'm saying? As I literally said it as well, and I literally just said language is the world's biggest currency, and the man said that.
In his eyes, the greatest symbiotic parasite the world's ever known isn't microbial. It's linguistic. Words are what keeps civilization, our world, alive.
This music is as well.
What you say? Won't you just shine down? You are what you say you are. You're the coolest. Won't you just shine down?
Yeah, that was a real intro, man. That was a real intro. But yeah, I miss projects, man, that I like this, man, because yeah, projects are basically playlists now, man. So when you have a video like this or whatever, or a project like this, where the artist is literally making it making an actual effort and that, man, to make it like a movie in audible form, bro, I rate that so highly, man. So shout out to man like Lupe Fiasco, and I'll catch you, man, in the next one. It's your boy Njies, and I'm gone. You know, good people, man.